Today, I'm here to ask you, in the most polite way, not to trust content creators, YouTubers, or influencers. In this case, my advice applies to any type of influencers, but today I'm going to focus on watch content creators. But George, you're a watch content creator. Are you going to tell me not to trust you? Well, as strange as it may seem, I'm going to ask you not to trust me or any other content creator. And why? Well, it's for very, very simple reasons. The first reason, and the biggest one, is because we are all human. We have different preferences, some unique, some special. And there are things that we like more than others, things that we don't like. We have our own opinions, but above all, we all make mistakes. And I think many people judge content creators in a stronger way than you do normal people. But remember, a content creator can have an opinion, and it may be different from yours or from any other person's. And we all have the right to have our own opinion. And surely, many of my opinions will be different from yours. Why? Well, it's extremely simple. Because we all have different experiences. We have lived different things. Our knowledge is different. And surely, we see things from completely different points of view. Going back to the point where I tell you that we all have different preferences, one of the most important reasons why I think you shouldn't trust any content creator is that there are brands that I like, brands that I don't like. There's models I love and models I don't love. And a model that I don't like maybe means something important to you, or you just simply like it. That doesn't have to be a point of conflict. I think we are here to chat, to share opinions, and it's okay if you don't agree with what I say. For example, if I say I think a watch is big, I'm saying it from my perspective, because of course my wrist is small. So if I tell you the watch is big, don't believe me. Go to a retail store and try it on. See it in person. How does it feel? See how it looks on you, how it feels. Maybe you prefer big watches. In my case, of course, it's not like that. But if I tell you it's a perfect watch for daily wear, don't believe me. Because maybe it's a perfect watch for my lifestyle. Your lifestyle is probably going to be completely different from mine, and that's okay. Now, obviously, being a watch content creator, many watches go through my hands. Today, I could tell you that I see more than 2,000 watches a year. Watches of different price ranges, different qualities. But obviously, when you see so many watches, so many prices, so many finishes, so many brands, your perception changes and it becomes a bit blurry. And I will confess something to you, that the truth is that I have been maybe biased or blinded towards watch prices. And I've caught myself doing it. Why? Because maybe they announce a new IWC watch that costs $15,000. And in my mind, it's not that expensive. It's not that bad, when in reality, it is a huge amount of money, especially for something that goes on your wrist. A lot of people complain when I say $200 is affordable. And I repeat, it all depends on your lifestyle. I can only speak from my point of view and from what I have experienced. So if I tell you a watch is affordable, please don't believe me. Obviously, as a content creator, there are brands I like and brands I don't like. And if I don't like a brand, most of the time, I will prefer not to make a video because I may have nothing good to say. Sometimes there are very popular watches that I personally don't like, but that everyone loves, and that's okay. We all have different points of view. And I especially ask you not to believe content creators, because whether we like it or not, we end up creating relationships with the brands. We get to know the brand managers, we get to know the CEOs, we get to know the people inside the brand, and we become friends with them. Because it is natural, it is human. We become attached to the brand, especially when they support you, when they want to work with you. And it becomes a bit more difficult to be objective. It's like if you have a good friend, sometimes it's harder to criticize him and tell him things because you are biased by your friendship. I mean, if he fights with his girlfriend, she will always be the bad one, never your friend. And even though they will tell you they are not biased, because they will always say that, yeah, they sent me this watch, but I'm going to be extremely objective. If they send you things or if they pay you, you won't be 100% objective. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm gonna tell you something from my heart because it happens to me. There are brands that have supported me since I had very few followers. Brands that let me work with them. And there are brands that I've come very attached to. And sometimes, honestly, I find it difficult to criticize them because I am biased. And sometimes even I don't realize certain flaws or criticisms that I could give. And believe me, I don't do it on purpose. And I think that if it happens to me, it must happen to many other people. So I kindly ask you that any comment, any opinion, any review that you see from any watch content creator, don't believe it 100%. If they tell you the finishing of a watch is magnificent, great, but go to a store, see it. And I also ask for you to never buy a watch based on a review you saw on the internet. Because what good finishing means to me may mean something completely different to you. So if I say a watch is versatile, if I say it's value for money, if I say it's affordable, it will surely mean something completely different to you. And I repeat, it's okay. I can only judge and give my opinion based on what I have experienced. And believe me, if you have a different opinion than mine, leave it in the comments and we can chat without any problem. Now guys, 97% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you like watches, you like talking about the market, click the subscribe button and turn on the bell so we can keep talking about what we love.